What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was Lazy But Became a Weapon Master. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story.
Our story begins 8 years after the Kyuubi attack in Konoha Gakure no Sato, as we go towards the said village inside the Shinobi district in which the Hokage mansion was situated, where the current Hokage's family resided and lived. As now we go towards the backyard of the said mansion, in where we see a red-headed woman teaching two of her children as they were doing the taijutsu katas, fighting against each other or sparring. As after some time both of them were panting heavily and were sweating, as the sun was now rising into the center, indicating that it was afternoon, as Kushina then halted them. "Stop, it is enough. How about we take a break of an hour and have some lunch in the meantime?" As now we see, the siblings also stopped and smiled. "Yeah, that would be good, Kachan. And besides, Menma-san is going way too tough." "What? What do you mean I'm going way too tough on you?" "It's for the best, Mito. I mean, Dochan told us that the shinobi world out there is quite dangerous, right?" As Kushina chuckled, Hi, let's go get some lunch." As the three of them arrived inside, as Kushina then displayed the plates on the table, and soon even their, father and Kushina's husband arrived, as he was home on a break to get some lunch as well with his family. "I'm home." "Ah, welcome back. So, you're here for lunch, I see. And quite early today, Minato." "Of course, wouldn't miss this for any other thing." As they were about to have lunch, Kushina halted all of them. "Wait, what is it, Kachan? I'm starving," said Mito. "Kachan is right," said Menma, as he looked around the table. "We're missing a member." As Minato sighed, "He's resting, let me guess, again." As Kushina, having a tick mark on her head as she entered her, 11-tail state, as her hair began to fly in the forms of tails behind her, as she began to stomp her way towards upstairs, where her youngest resided, the most laziest of them all, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. As suddenly, she broke the door from its hinges as the door opened, but Naruto was asleep as he was. His family followed behind her just in case if things got out of hand and they needed to control Kushina. Calm her down more likely. As now we see, Kushina, seeing him still sleeping peacefully, was quite shocked and more enraged. "Naruto! Wake up this instant!" she yelled out. But Naruto didn't move. All he did was just take a side to the other side and hugged his pillow closer to his chest while he rested. As his family watched in still surprised and shocked that how could he still sleep throughout all of this madness that was going on, as Minato then said, "Kushina, maybe he's sick. He's always like this. Every day with him. But not today. We're gonna have a family dinner and lunch and he's gonna be in on it." As Kushina went near him and jolted him awake by shaking his shoulder, but Naruto wasn't still awake, as his head slumped behind as he was snoring continuously. As Kushina was getting more and more enraged, as that is when Kushina then said, "No ramen for you forever." As Naruto still didn't move, as Menma then said, "His favorite food even isn't ramen, Kachan." "What? What do you mean?" His favorite food is his cereal. The rainbow cereal that he eats. As that is when Kushina with a sly smirk then said, "No cereal for you forever." As that is when Naruto's, slumber broke as he rose as if a vampire rose from his coffin. As he looked everywhere and said, "Who dare say that?" As he was bonked on the head. "Stop being so dramatic, Naruto. Why are you still sleeping? It's 1 p.m. now." "Oh, you woke me up 2 hours early. I'm gonna sleep till 3, so yeah, I'm gonna go back." "No, enough! You're not gonna sleep again." "But why?" We're gonna have lunch and you're gonna have it with us, but I don't even have lunch. My breakfast is at 3 p.m., Kachan, and after that I'm just gonna have some dinner at 9 p.m. and then I'm just gonna hit the hay again and repeat the cycle all over again. said Minato with a deadpan expression. Why not? I mean, it is the most peaceful and blissful life that I'm living. I'm not out there working hard as I want to be. I'm just resting here, doing the toughest job for you all. I mean, someone has to. No, you don't. And by the way, we get enough rest. Yeah, says the man who stays 24/7 in his office, as Naruto was bonked on the head again by Kushina. Enough! Come downstairs this instant. Well, how about you go down? I'll be there in a jiffy. You better. Hey, you broke my door, said Naruto, now finally his gaze fixing on the door, which was now broken from its hinges. Good, because from now on, no door for you. What? Why? Then I'm gonna have my own privacy. Because you don't. Jeez, oh stupid woman always bothering me and all. Naruto mumbled to himself. But unknown to him, Kushina heard this and he was bonked on the head again, as his siblings chuckled at his misfortune. Anyways, enough of this. Get downstairs this instant. Fine, fine. Can I at least wear my clothes now? 10 minutes, top, said Kushina before heading down, as Naruto mumbled some bits in his own mouth before grabbing onto his clothes and going downstairs. As now their lunch began, as now we see Minato, with pride in his eyes, then asked his children, Kids, what do you want to become when you grow up? I mean, obviously you're gonna be Shinobi and Konoichi, but hold that thought, Pa. I'm not gonna be a Shinobi. Neither a Konoichi, though. Naruto, what does that even mean? Well, I don't want to be a Shinobi, I think. As Kushina's eyes widened, and so did Menma and Mito. What? But why? Well, yeah, it's kind of boring. I mean, who want to work that hard? That's it. You and your laziness has to end, Naruto. You are going to be a shinobi, and starting tomorrow you are going to train with us. What? But I thought you gotta focus on Menma and Mita more since they are the yin and yang, chakra of the Biju. Yes, but you also hold the soul, Naruto, so still, you have to train alongside them. Jeez, what the hell? I don't even have any chakra. Why should I train? Son, it is best you don't argue with your mother. She has already hit you. I don't want to sleep on the couch as well because of her temper. So, yeah, cut that out, Naruto. Fine, okay, jeez. As Naruto then went back into his room now, after eating his lunch. As now, he was fiddling with his book again, drawing something on it. He was always in his own thoughts. Something wanting to create within him was now emerging. Not wanting to tell anyone, he wanted to keep it a surprise, so he kept it to himself, even if Minato and Kushina tried to ask him what he was doing. As the next morning came, Naruto was woken up at 8 a.m. sharp. Breakfast now. Jeez, it's so early. Can I go back to sleep 5 more minutes? No, enough. Get downstairs this instant, now, said Kushina. As Naruto, now going downstairs, still tired, then ate his breakfast. As now we see him in the backyard, trying his hardest to train, but whatever Menma and Mito did, which was kind of good, he did worse, deliberately because he wasn't putting any effort into it, and Kushina was getting tired and more angry. As this is how his life continued all the way up to the, academy years, as today was the first day as they were going to go into the academy since they have reached at the age of 8. As they were placed in the class with the other clan heads' children, as soon as they all arrived, Naruto witnessed a kid in the back was sleeping. He had pineapple-like hair, so he knew it was Nara, so he went next to him and slumped on the desk again. As both of his siblings sighed, there he goes, back into his dream world. You know, Nissan, I sometimes wonder, why is he so damn lazy? I mean, I get it, we all feel like moving up in the morning sometimes, but still. You best not wonder what he's, thinking or doing, because that's Naruto. He's a mystery of his own right, said Menma, as they sat down and the class began. Iruka was quite enthusiastic since the new generation of the clan heads was going to be taught by him. But what he did not know was, 2 of his students who were going to bother him the most. As that is how the year rolled by. As during the years in the academy, it became evident that Naruto was the most laziest, as Shikamaru was at one point jealous of him because of being such good at being lazy. As now we see, today was
their graduation day. And as usual, Naruto was snoring in the class as he was drooling as well. As Hinata then said, why is Naruto doing that, man, Makun? You best avoid Naruto because he gets cranky when you wake up. He seems like he's having a good dream. As that is when, surprisingly, Minato paid him a visit alongside his wife. As everyone was quite surprised and stood up to greet their Hokage, only Naruto didn't. As even Shikamaru tried to stud him in the toe to get him to wake up, but he didn't. And that is when Kushina noticed, and there was a tick mark on her head as she went towards Naruto and bonked him on the head. "Wake up, you idiot!" "Huh? What? What happened? Did I graduate?" As everyone began to laugh, as Minato sighed. "No, Naruto, the test is about to begin. Why the hell are you sleeping? You promised that you wouldn't, at least not today." "Well, I was working hard on my new project last night." "What project?" "Oh, you didn't know, right?" "I'll show you. I made a new projectile launcher." Wait, what? Projectile and launcher? "Yeah, I call it the Glock." "Quite a weird name. What is it?" As Naruto unholstered the Glock as he showed it to them. "What is that going to do?" "Oh, when the situation arises, I'll show you." As Naruto holstered it back, as everyone was quite amazed by it, but most were unimpressed, like Sasuke and even his senseis and his parents, because what was that metal object going to do? It was heavy and it could not be thrown, as Naruto said. So how was it going to launch a projectile that was so small and could have been easily dodged? As now we see, one by one they all conducted the jutsus and passed. Naruto obviously messed up because of his laziness and failed the test, as Kushina looked at him. "You're not having any dinner, mister, and no cereal for 1 month." "What? Don't do this. It was a mistake. I sneezed, you see." "No, Naruto. You'll be given a test 1 week later." "No, Minato. 1 month after. He has to complete his punishment first." "Told you, little brother, don't mess with Kajan. Why are you always on a nervous end?" "Hey, someone has to, or else this family will be boring. Lovey-dovey family, you know." "And can't you be happy with that?" "Me, honestly, no. I'm happy as I am." As now we see, Naruto was sulking back into the backyard because his family ditched him and went to have a dinner out and eat Ichiraku ramen, which they all adored. Well, except for Naruto because he hated the taste of ramen. On occasion he would eat, but not every day, which his family was obsessed with. As now we see, here Mizuki approached him. "Naruto, you see, I'm quite sad that..." Naruto. As he was startled, What happened? Is my punishment lifted?" "No, Naruto, you're still sitting in the backyard. That was a few minutes ago." "Oh, I was having a nice dream that I was having a cereal. My favorite cereal. And not only that, I built it a new gun." "Gun?" "Yeah, I decided to name it such. Glock is the name of that model, and it's going to be named as Gun." "Okay, whatever you say, Naruto. So how about you listen to me? I think you would rather pass this test and, uplift your punishment if you want to." "What test?" "Well, you see, Naruto, as Mizuki explained to him the rules of the test, as after Naruto looked at him with a deadpan expression as Mizuki began to sweat. "You could have told me before them." "Well, it was a secret test, Naruto. I couldn't have because Kushina-sama forbade me to." "Jeez, that's simple. My old man is out. And the Hokage office, it'll be free. So yeah, I'm just gonna nab that scroll and meet you out there, okay? See ya, Naruto. See you soon." As Naruto unenthusiastically went there only to get rid of his punishment and grab the scroll. As he was about to leave, he heard a voice from within. "For someone so genius, you're quite idiotic." "Ah, my tenant. It's so nice to meet you." "Well, you knew it was me, so why are you doing something so dumb? There is obviously no test, kid. Why are you being nice to me? That is one thing I would wonder. Again, you're dodging the question that I asked first. Only if you answer my question, I'll answer yours first. Deal?" "Deal, fine." "Okay, so I think he's up to something and want to know why. I don't want him to, trouble my family or anything. Hey, I am a lazy bastard maybe, but, if anything happens to my family, I'm coming after that person who did this to them." "So you think Mizuki is..." My question now." "Fine, what is it?" Why are you being so talkative out of all these years? For the first 13 years you didn't talk. And why now? Well, just wanted to see what kind of brain do I reside in. You have quite a lot of ideas, and they have a lot of potential. And if fallen into the wrong hands, they could be quite dangerous to the whole world. You know that, right? And that is why I will burn down all of the blueprints into my mind before erasing any physical ones. You know, you can just code them in such a way that nobody can break them out. Huh. Maybe I am getting sloppy. Talk about sloppy. Anyways, you have that gun of yours at your hand, right? Yup, always carried that baby everywhere. Good. It's time to head where we meet him. As now we see Naruto, after taking the scroll, arrive there. As during the whole way, Naruto and Kyuubi begin to talk, and Naruto was surprised to find out that not even his Kachan or great Mito-sama ever wondered or tried to find out the Kyuubi's real name, because the Three-Tails had a name and even the One-Tails had. But Naruto wondered if that was the name given to them by the people. Turns out it was Sage who gave them the names. So Naruto was curious about the Kyuubi and began to ask him, "Come on, tell me what your name is." Again, why the hell should I? You're getting on my nerves. Why am I so calm? I don't understand. Hey, maybe it's because of my lazy brain that you live in that you're getting a bit of lazier. See? Maybe, but it helps me calm. Anyways, yes, the sage did name me, but you have not earned my trust yet, so much so that I could reveal this to you. Fine. Just wait and see. I'm gonna grab that name because my mind is set on it. Oh shit. Shouldn't have told you, should I? Yep. Now even if you tried to tell me, I wouldn't listen because I'm gonna earn your trust first, buddy. Well, aren't you? The silver lining one. Anyways, we're here. Focus now. As Naruto seated there on the other side, back in the Hokage office, well, one of the Anbus already informed Minato, and Minato was inside the office as the Anbus were gathered. Seems like my son has stolen the scroll of sealing. I don't know why. Bring him back unharmed, and the scroll too. And once you find him, make sure to give him a good bonk on the head. Kushinata bonks can't wait. Fine, okay, Minato. Seriously, what the hell was that kid thinking? I don't know, maybe Naruto's way of getting back at us for banning him from his precious cereal. I'm gonna destroy the one who created that idiotic food. Jeez, Kushina, you like your ramen and he likes his cereal. Both of you like different things. What's the difference here? Difference is ramen is more flavor rich and somewhat of good for you. Actually, I think it's the other way around actually. Both foods are not... Shut up! Don't you dare try to threaten the ramen gods. Hi ma'am. As on the other side, Anbus, Shinobis, even Chunis were out for Naruto's search. As Naruto was waiting, he heard rustling in the bushes and out came Iruka. Naruto, what the hell are you doing here? And why did you steal the scroll of sealing? Iruka-sensei, why are you here? I thought Mizuki-sensei would be, as that is when Mizuki stabbed Iruka in the back as Naruto felt tense. Because even if Iruka was, well, you know, Naruto always annoyed him like his family, he was being nice to him. Like another big brother, always watched out for him. So Naruto lost it. As Naruto unholstered his gun, and listen, you and your pathetic projectile launcher, Naruto, they won't be matched for me, a Chunin. Why did you do that? Why did I do that? It's obvious, demon. You are going to die. You, before he could move, 4 bangs were heard. As Mizuki looked down to see that 4 holes were made into his body, as both of the shoulders and kneecaps were blown as he was on the ground, in agony and pain. As Naruto began to walk towards him, as the smoke was rising from the outer mouth, the hole of the Glock, as Naruto pointed it right next to his forehead, as the burning sensation hissed into his skin. Now, say your prayers, Mizuki. As Naruto unloaded the whole magazine that was left inside into his brain, killing him in an instant. As that is when we see the other Anbus arrive there. As one of the Anbus then arrived in front of him, Naruto. That is enough, I guess. As Naruto then looked up at him, his eyes dead give away that he was serious. Jakabon Iruka-sensei, he's injured. And what about Mizuki? Is he? His brain is splattered. If anything, I'd burn his body rather than that. As Naruto began to walk away, Naruto, are you okay? as Naruto gave them the dead eye, as he then said, "Never been better. Never." As now we see Naruto resting in his home back in his room, as the door busted open, as Kushina and Minato, who were angry, barged in but were silent to see that Naruto looking at the ceiling with death stare. Naruto, is everything fine? Everything is fine. I was just wondering, why can't I sleep? And then I always remember me lashing out on Mizuki and loading all out that I had at the time. Naruto, did you? Yeah, I executed him. He tried to hurt not only Iruka sensei but you all guys. I knew there was no fucking test, so I did what I had to do. Naruto, first of all, language, young man. Fine, Kajan. Anything else? As Kushina hugged him, I was worried about you, you idiot. What if you would have gotten hurt or anything? Well, I'm here, aren't I? As Naruto then began to shake, I don't know why, what took over me. I just was so angry at the time, and after that I didn't knew how to feel. I still feel numb after killing him, but he deserved every bit of it. He tried to kill Iruka sensei, who thought of him as a friend. Iruka is safe thanks to you, Naruto, and not only that, Mizuki has been taken care of thanks to you. But son, there's something I wonder. What is it? How in the hell did you do that? I mean, those holes that were made, they destroyed not only his chakra coils but his blood flow pathways. He was going to die out soon anyway. What made you lash out? Because of what he was saying. He was saying that I was gonna get killed, and not only that, he was gonna get killed. Menman Nisan and Mito Nisan. I couldn't just sit still. Something inside me boiled that time, and I just lashed out at him. It's alright, son. He won't harm anyone. Not anymore. Listen, Tojan. This thing that I created, it is dangerous. If this falls into the hands of any person who wants to do wrong, there will be another war. This time, the whole elemental nation world might burn. Naruto, then what do you aim to do? I'm gonna build this for only myself, because I'm gonna specialize in it. And only those who I deem fit will be taught this method. I don't care if the whole village is against me. I don't care if you're against me, because this is a huge responsibility, and I now know if this falls into anyone's hand, any death that is caused will be my responsibility, because I made these things. You're right about that, Naruto. At least you're aware of that. I'm proud of you, son, for what you did. You protected not only your family and your sensei, but also the village secrets. Thanks, Dojan. Hey, listen. What is it, Naruto? Said Kushina. Kajan, does it get ever easy, living with the people you killed? Seeing their faces again whenever you close your eyes? It is hard, Naruto, but you have to get used to it. Because in the shinobi world, it's either kill or be killed. That is why I wanted you to be serious. That is why we always forced you to be serious. Menma and Mito might have been, but they're still young, kids. You experienced firsthand, without proper training, what it feels to be in the shinobi world. They haven't yet. And God forbid they do. I'm gonna make sure they don't. Can you place me in their team? Well, you kind of are that last, so yeah, you are obviously going to be. Since Mito is a top tier Kunoichi, and not only that, Menma is the rookie of the year, so that is how we're gonna make the team. Seriously. You couldn't have said in any other better ways. Hey, I'm not gonna butter off anything for you, kid. You gotta hear it straight out of your old man mouth. Fine, whatever you say, Dad. As after that we see, the next morning Naruto with his headband was sitting inside the, academy. As not only that, Naruto has reloaded his clock and was now working on something that could be fired from a distance, and something that could upgrade his clock, like an extended magazine. And not only that, also something that would silence the huge explosive sounds to not alert any other. So I began to design a silencer as well as the extended mag, and also begin to make a precision rifle that would be able to shoot from a distance with a scope. As this was going on, as he was designing blueprints, we see currently him sitting there as Iruka announced that he was going to be in Team 7 after being bandaged up. as his team, well, Sensei was going to be none other than Kakashi Hatake, as Naruto and his siblings were happy, as they were called to the, well, rooftop where after meeting with Kakashi they were allowed to go back home. While walking home we see that they were in silence as Manma broke it. Okay, I have enough of this. Naruto, you killed Mizuki sensei. How do you? It's best if we leave that behind, Manmani-san. And God forbid you have to go through that. It's horrible. Taking a life, it's never easy. But it was either me or him, or Iruka sensei. I had to save him and myself. I did what I had to do. I had no other choice, no other way out. It's true, but I want to know how it... You don't need to know, Mito-ne-chan. You're just okay as you are. Just think of it as a nightmare that you can't wake up from. Whenever you close your eyes, you see the fates. Your hands covered in blood that you cannot wash off with any kind of water or detergent or soap. It will remain as it is. It will be engraved in your memories. As after that, we see they begin their D-rank missions after their test, and after doing so, their first C-rank mission arrived in which they encountered Tazuna. As they were about to leave, they encountered a puddle in the middle of the road. As Naruto see that in a puff of smoke, two people appeared as Naruto using his Glock shot them down, bullet straight through the head. Naruto, we could have used them to interrogate. Well, one of the bullets grazed the side of their head. One of them is dead. You can interrogate him. As Kakashi arrived there to notice that one of them was still breathing. Talk. Who sent you here? Or else my student will put you out of your misery. Gato. Armed forces are there. That person is their target. Good. As Naruto shot him straight through the eye. Naruto! What has gotten into you? I'm gonna complete this mission. One way or another. As both Menma and Mito were shocked. As Naruto was just going for the kills. As now we see Naruto acting as if nothing happened and acting lazy again. Because this was the normal brother they missed for the past days. As now we see Mito and Menma talking with their sensei. Kakashi sensei, Naruto has been acting weird, serious. But all of a sudden he's back to his usual self. It's like he has switched into a different person, right? Yes. You see, Menma, Mito, that is what happened in the shinobi world. You have to know and live with the fact that you are either gonna get killed or you have to kill. Naruto has learned that the hard way. And he doesn't want you to go and experience that. And from the looks of it, he wants you to stay pure as long as is possible. But we eventually have to go through that, right? Said Menma. Of course, Menma. Everyone has to. Even I did. And trust me, Naruto and I both learned the hard ways. Hopefully, you don't have to. Just pray you don't have to. Aye, sensei. As this was going on, we see that the Akatsuki was watching this from afar. And they were quite shocked. That thing that the boy built. The Jinchuriki of the soul of the Kyuubi. It's quite interesting, isn't it not, Toby? Of course it is, said the masked person beside Zetsu, as both of them were watching them. It is interesting. A projectile launcher. Whatever it is called. I think it is called gun. A gun, I see. Able to finish off a shinobi, even the most powerful ones, huh? But not a me, an Uchiha who can see through things. As now we see both of them disappeared, looking for weaknesses and still intrigued what the boy has created, and were looking forward to what he will build in the future, aside from all this. As now we see Naruto loading out his gun again, as that is when they encountered a sword, as coming towards them, as Kakashi said, "Duck!" As after ducking, we see a man landed onto the sword as the sword engraved into the tree. My, what do we have here? As before he could speak, Naruto shot 8 bullets straight throughout his head, killing him in an instant. Naruto! Why are you doing this? I'm not taking chances. I'm finishing this before it even begins. I'm done with these stupid monologues. I want to slay for God's sake. As that is when Kakashi calmed down. Fine. It's alright. As that is when a huge amount of senbons came towards their way. As Naruto witnessed a masked person flying by, as Naruto shot him in the kneecaps, busting both of his kneecaps out. As now onto the ground, Naruto walked towards him, loading his Glock. As Naruto pointed towards the masked person, talk. Who do you work for? Is it Gato? He sent it to you? As the masked person nodded, where is he? Tell me, is that guy over there? He's alive. He can still live, and so can you. Just tell me where he is. He's hiding into the bushes. Good talk. As Naruto pointed it underneath his face and shot it straight throughout the brain. As the masked person was killed. As Naruto began to walk towards that direction. Naruto, stop this! We are going towards the... I don't give a damn what you think about me. You can take this headman for all I care. I'm not gonna let my family walk into this fucking danger. And I'm not gonna let them torment this village any longer as well. Think of it as retribution to them. If this same thing happens to Konoha, what would have we done? As Kakashi was quiet, Naruto, we would have fought, but still this is madness. Madness it is, and that I'm okay with it. Kid, you need to rest. You're putting too much pressure on yourself all of a sudden. I'm doing my work so that I can rest later on. Jeez, for fuck's sake. For rest? Obviously. I'm done with this. I'm gonna kill that bastard son of a bitch. As now we see Naruto arriving at to the base, and huge amount of gunshots were heard from within, and a lot of people were killed. As a few minutes later, we see that Naruto walked out with huge amount of bags and a man behind him being dragged by a rope that Naruto tied him to. And a lot of people who were captured there, mainly girls, women, as well as young kids, as all of them arrived into the center hall of the village. As it was morning already, as Naruto shot and fired a Glock, indicating he was back. As everyone arrived there. Alright, I've taken care of everyone. Here. This is the last bastard I couldn't kill because he deserves to die by your hands than any other out there. Gato. Tazuna, we can talk this out. There is no more talking. As after that, the revenge was carried out as Naruto, after loading his gun, went towards the room. I'm gonna hit the hay now. You guys finish this mission. As after taking a bath, Naruto went to rest. As he was woken up inside the mindscape. For fuck's sake, let me sleep! Kid, why did you do that? Said Kurama. You went on a warpath against him. I just couldn't sit still. When Tazuna told us that there were kids and even little girls and boys involved, I just lost it. You see, that man needed to die. Today it was Land of Waves, tomorrow it could have been Konoha and many other villages. Those other villages don't see what I see. It's a parasite that is fucking brewing in this town. It could have spread out to the whole elemental nations. And before it did, I just nip it from the bud, squeeze it in my hands and throw it to the ground, killing it by stomping on it. I see. So you think that far ahead, huh, kid? Of course I do. I knew as soon as we took this mission something was deep into it. And now I know what was. As after doing so, we see the bridge was completed as Naruto rested for the next time being. As after a few days, they returned back to Konoha. As Menma and Mito were quite shocked by how Naruto returned to his normal self. As Kakashi was even worried as well. As after informing to his sensei what happened and informing students about the Chunin exams, he was well off and Team 7 retired for the time being. As back at home, we see that Minato was questioning his son, Talk Naruto, as his gun was placed in front of him on the table. As Naruto then said, what do you want to ask about, Dad? Why did you do this? Why did you not listen to Kakashi's order? I know you have killed Naruto, but this is madness. Do you enjoy killing, son? No. Then why did you do this? Why did you not listen to your superior? It was not about a minor village, Dad. Think about it. Today it is that village. What if you thought of spreading out and moving on to the next villages? People in your council are men, I have seen them. They're corrupt, greedy. They would do anything. They don't care about anyone. That is why people like Mizuki exist within us and we don't know. Naruto hit him in the right nail. As now we see, Minato was quiet. So he thought far ahead. That is a possibility we did not see that far. You didn't, but I did. I'm not gonna let even the smallest of the smallest details slip by, because I assess, evaluate, and then attack. Something that you might not understand. Now if you excuse me, I'm gonna go and hit the hay. I'm tired. There he goes again, said Minato as Naruto went upstairs to rest. As he talked to his other children, who were quite scared and shocked of what Naruto has done. But as they talked to, well, their parents, they revealed that it was Kakashi Sensei who told them that Naruto was trying to protect them from this life. Of taking lives, actually. Because he has brought this upon himself, so he's gonna continue. As the night came, Naruto was resting. Unknown to him, two people enter his room. And that is when Kyuubi took over and shot straight throughout their brains, killing Zetsu and Tobi then and there. As Naruto was woken up and so was his family, as everyone dashed there to find out that both of them were dead, bullet straight through the brain. As after that, both of them were placed into the TNI department, as Inoichi there walked throughout their minds of what was scattered there. Because of the bullet straight through the brain, their mind was scattered and destroyed some of it. So huge amount of chunks of memories were destroyed alongside it. All I'm able to find out their recent memories. They're located in Amegakure, aiming to target Bidus, and their group name is Akatsuki. Ring a bell, Minato? That is the only thing that I could conjure up. But there's something off about this, the black and white one. What is it? He has memories. I saw Sage. Something akin to Sage of the Sixth Path. What? Yes, meaning he existed even before the Shinobi world. I think so, but can we be sure? I mean, they're both dead, so it's not... How did this even... It's Naruto, and it's complicated. Whatever you found, write down and give this to me as a report. I'm gonna talk to my sensei. As back into the office, as Minato was writing a letter to, Jiraiya, his sensei, Hiruzen arrived. I heard what happened. Naruto shot down again 2 people. And Akatsuki members. Yes, he did. Why? We could have used them. Now that we know that they're targeting Bijus. The reports will be sent out to the other villages and, council meeting will be called between the Kages, a Kage summit. I see. But after the tuning exams, right? Yes. This year's tuning exams will be hosted by Konoha, and each and every Kage will be attending, meaning all of the Jinchurikis might be here as well. So the 2 Akatsuki members being here, it means they were planning something akin to tuning exams, don't you think? Yes, Hiruzen-sama, said Minato, nodding. As after that, the letter was sent to Jiraiya, who soon arrived after that. I heard I received your letter, he said 2 days after, inside his office. So? Any news? Akatsuki. They have been around for a long time, formed by my students, and still 2 of them exist, but their motives, from what you have told me, are different. They have been doing a lot of recon missions on the different villages, and, asking about information, the layouts from civilians. Whoever they could lay hands on and buy out through the money. I see. So what now? What now is that there's still more out there, and they're in Amegakure. That's narrowed down our search. I'm gonna head there and... No, Sensei. I'm not gonna allow you to go there. Relax, I'm just gonna do some recon and come back. No. You hear me? As a Kaki, I'm not gonna allow you to do that. Pulling their position, huh? Fine, I won't go, kid. Thanks, Jiraiya-sensei. What is it then you want me to do? I want you to stay here and train the kids. As next day, the 3 of them were being trained, and that is how a week passed as the tuning exams arrived. Each and every bit of the Kages were gathered there alongside their tunings, and as the tuning exams began, something was off about one genin that Naruto saw. Naruto, after completing his task, arrived towards Team 8, in which Sasuke was, as he noticed that he was being targeted as Naruto shot down straight through the head 8 times of the person who was going to, hurt Sasuke with his elongated neck. And after being put down, Naruto told them to run, as all of them did. As after that, the Anbus were called and found out it was Orochimaru. And since Orochimaru was found out, Konoha Crush was stopped. And not only that, Minato and the other Kages agreed to have a Kage summit during that time. As the meeting was going on, the leader of the Akatsuki Pain arrived and declared war as he destroyed the whole Konohagakure, killing many, as Naruto thought it is time to bring out the big boy. So, he brought out his sniper precision rifle. As being laid out in hiding spot, Naruto began to take out. First target was none other than Kakazu with the 5 hearts, who elongated his hearts trying to kill people. Naruto shot them down one after the other from an undisclosed location. And after that, Naruto moved on to his second target, Konan the Paper Angel. bullet straight through the brain, putting her to sleep. As next target was Deidara and Sasori. Naruto busted out both of their kneecaps, and after doing so, as they were on the ground, Naruto arrived with two Glocks in his hand and put it each of them to their brains before popping them out. As after killing them, Naruto moved straight towards the big leader. He shot down the other six paths with the bullets, and Tendo Watt was the only one remaining, as Naruto shot down both of his eyes, bursting them out. As now he was blinded, he couldn't use his Rinnegan since it was destroyed, as Naruto pointed his gun. Tell me, why did you do this, Nagato? Uzumaki? What? How do you? As Naruto pointed a gun next to his real self. A gun that was pointed towards Konan. As that is when Nagato said, Konan, revive everyone back you have killed and she will live. No, don't do it! I have no other choice, Konan. I have Nagato. For Yahiko I have to. Rinnegan, Rinne Rebirth! As the King of Hell was summoned and everyone was saved. As Naruto then said, good, I'll put you out of your misery now. As with a single bullet to the back of brain, Nagato Uzumaki was no more. He was dead. As now we see, Naruto then looked towards Konan, who stood there, turning into another Naruto. It was Shadow Clone, since the real Nagato was dead, but Nagato was not aware of it. So he tricked Naruto into reviving everyone back. And at that time, everyone was aware that Naruto was the one who made everyone, well, alive again, thanks to his intelligence. And his brilliance showed. So he was made the Chunin exams winner. And not only that, made into a Jonin as well. A Jonin specialized in weaponry that he only could create. Obviously the other nations wanted this, but Naruto denied, saying that it was a clan secret, and only his clan, mainly his side of the clan, would be kept with it. Obviously there was many backlash, but they accepted because they couldn't go against someone who had such potential to take out even those who even the 5 nations gathered couldn't, all on his own. As now we see, years begin to pass by as Naruto reached at the age of 18, and by that time, thanks to Minato and the other Kage's alliance, the past bad blood was put aside, and a new alliance was made in which peace was prevailed. And since there was no more threat left, Naruto continued on creating his weapons, one after another, adding on to his arsenal, only knowing how himself to use them. As for him, he was currently relaxing now in this peacetime, as he was woken up by his nephew, because his big brother Menma married Hinata and Boruto was born. As Naruto then said, what is it, Boruto? My name is Boruto. Whatever. Boruto, what do you want? Himawa's birthday today. Are you not gonna? Jeez, whatever, kid. I'm just gonna come downstairs after I'm sleeping. It's already 2 p.m. Obasan and Ochi-san are waiting downstairs. Fine, I'm gonna come there. Don't just call her upstairs. As an old Kushina arrived. What did you say, young man? Nothing at all. I promise I did, nothing. Good, then come downstairs. As they arrived downstairs, we see that Naruto watched his family having a family dinner, in which his sister and her husband, Sasuke Uchiha, surprisingly were there, as Mito was expecting. And as for Menma, he and his wife had 2 kids that were always bothering their youngest uncle Naruto. And as for Naruto, he just wanted to relax, but no, his Kajan had to go and set him off with none other than troublesome woman Ino Yamanaka. And here she was sitting next to him. Listen to me, Naruto. How about we set our wedding somewhere safe and far away from here? Whatever you say, hon. I'm just gonna enjoy my cereal and go back to sleep. And he was bonked on the head again by this time by his wife. Soon to be, actually. Screw my life. Even if I become the strongest and the most feared one with my weapons, I still can't win against these women. My mother and my fiancée-to-be. And my sister. And my niece, I guess. But, Boruto, I hate you. What? Why? Son, shut up and eat your food, said Menma. Okay, Tojan, whatever you say. Because he was a brat, and that is why Naruto didn't like him that much. But he was his nephew in the end, and he was going to go any lengths to protect him, as this was his family, and this is how his life was going to go. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this short movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!